Let's start creating a new Unity project. So to get started, you should already have Unity Hub installed. So I will just search Unity and open Unity Hub. Okay, so how to create a new project? When you open Unity Hub, you will see on the first tab, Project in default. And these will be all the project you made previously will be shown here. So in your case, you probably don't have anything show it in here yet. Okay, so let me just clean it up to just showing what might look like. Okay, so if you don't have any project, this is probably you're gonna see. If you already have a project that you created earlier, which you will be kind of creating in this folder. So if you have something created earlier, you can click on Add, and then locate the folder, Unity folder you created earlier by double-clicking in the Add and hit Open, and then Unity will be able to locate it here and you can open it. So if you haven't have a project built already, you will need to click on a New button. Okay, so first step, make sure to give your project a unique name that you will remember. Okay, so you can call it anything but new Unity project, because new Unity project is just too generic and it's hard to locate it if you ever need to find it. So I'll just call it Mar 380 demo. Okay, and then I strongly recommend you to make the location of your folder on your desktop. I think in default it might be like in your document folder, which could be kind of a mess. Then putting things in the desktop is the best way to find it very easily. Okay, so for a project, please choose 3D, and then let's click Create. Okay, so now Unity will be creating a project folder, as you can see here. It's the folder we just named, mar380/demo, and then it will start building multiple folder inside of that folder. It will be like asset, library, logs, etc. Okay, so give Unity a moment. Now it's loading. Here we go. Now it's opening. Okay, so you don't really have to worry about all the folder here except assets. So assets is super important. Now it only have a folder has scenes inside and a sample scene, which is the scene that Unity will in default open it and create it for you. But later on, if you download more things from the asset store, then make sure you have all the folders stored in the asset folder. Okay, so this is the folder that will store all the information in all the different folder, like audio, images, texture. They should be all stored in your assets. Okay, before we continue and show you about what Unity project work, I just want to explain a little bit how Unity project work. Okay, so now Unity is open, and you can see now is the sample scene that is open, which is the exactly the sample scene you see over here. So keep in mind, when you create a project folder in Unity, which is this folder we have here, Mar380 demo, this is the folder that you need to make a copy to store all your information. So Unity is kind of like Premiere, it's kind of like After Effects. It's not like Photoshop, like everything will be stored in like one .phd file. All the different assets you download, all the different textures, sound, they will be all individual folder that will be stored in the asset folder. And of course, you still need even though you don't need to modify any of the things here, but you still need to make a copy to make Unity open properly. So make sure you know where you store this folder, especially if you're using different computers. If you don't have a personal laptop, you have to work at school. Make sure you put this whole folder that you created into your flash drive. Okay, and the next time when you work in a different computer, put this folder and place it in the desktop. Okay, remember, don't load it directly in your flash drive because it will make the loading speed is much slower. So make sure you make a copy, save this whole folder in your flash drive, and if you move to a different computer, copy and paste this folder on desktop and continue working on your stuff. Save it after you're done. Make another copy and copy it, save it back to your flash drive. Okay, so that will be how the workflow if you're using multiple different computer for this project. So make sure you store and know where the root of your Unity project folder is. Okay, so next let's see what's going on in Unity. So before we continue start building a terrain, I want to explain really quickly how you can like switch to different project and how you can save your scene. Okay, so this is pretty important, very basic, but could be a little confusing, and definitely want to understand it. So the worst thing will be you don't save your scene correctly and then you lost all your process, so you have to like work it again. Okay, so this is a new folder project we created called Mar380. If you want to go to load a previous project, you can go to File and then Open Project. So it will open Unity Hub again. So for example, this is another previous project folder I've been working on. So if you want to switch to a different project, you can select it, and then Unity will load a different project. Hopefully it won't take forever for it to load. Okay, I have like more stuff in that folder, so it probably will take a little bit longer to load. I will just cheat and okay, actually, okay, it has like 2 files, so I'm on this is the Mar380, the previous one. Okay, so this is where you can open the previous Unity Hub. So in case you want to load a different project, you can do it here. Next, how can you save your scene? Okay, so now nothing is in here, but let me just create something really quickly. I'll just put a terrain in the scene, so there's something to look at. How to save your scene is you have to go to File, okay, and then Save As. Okay, File, Save As. So you can see in default Unity will save the scene inside the project folder you have, and it will also save in the asset folder. And then I recommend you save all your scenes in the scene folder. Okay, and then give it a different name. Could be call it scene 1, scene 01. Okay. Okay, and then I hit save. Okay, so this is how you save it. And after you save it, you can see it updated on the new scene name you created. And then if you open your project folder in the asset, you can see, oops, scene 1 is now created. Okay, so what if you want to go back and see what like the previous scene you have? So you can go to Open Scene, and then if you have multiple scene in your asset folder, then you can select it and then open a different scene. So now we open a sample scene, which is pretty much the one that has nothing in there. Okay, so make sure you understand how to save your scene and make sure the scene is saved properly in your project folder. Okay, if you can't find the scene, like the .unity file, which is the scene for the file, anywhere in your project folder, it's probably mean you didn't save it. Okay, so make sure you save it so you won't lose all your process.